My beloved child, listen to me very carefully right now. Your answer is coming now, not later, not someday, not in another distant season. I am speaking with urgency because this moment cannot be treated lightly. You've had to wait long enough. You've prayed for too long. You've been through enough. And I want you to understand that the waiting season is over. Don't scroll anymore. Don't doubt. I'm not making this up. You didn't just happen to find these words. It was important for your spirit to hear my voice right now, so I brought you here. Don't let something else take this away from you. Don't let fear make you think this is for someone else. I'm speaking straight to you. You who almost gave up. You who were not sure if I was still hearing. You who asked, Lord, when will my answer come? I'm going to answer you now. I've had enough of the wait. I have seen you struggle with the unknown. I have seen you run around with questions, don't have answers. You tried to stay strong, but you were tired, and I could hear the anger in your heart. I saw the tears you wiped away, so no one would see them. And I want you to know that I'm sick of seeing you struggle alone. Do you know what that means? It means that something is moving. It means that heaven has changed. It means that things that felt frozen are starting to melt. The season of never-ending waiting won't last forever. It was meant to be, but it won't last forever. You can now get everything you've been asking for. The answer you prayed for, the clarity you begged me to give you, the healing you secretly hoped for, and the provision you begged me to give you. It's getting closer than you think. It's not floating in the far future. It's now being lined up. You were picked to have this moment. That's why you made it through the delay. That's why you put up with the silence. Because of this, you didn't give up when doubt tried to take over. You wouldn't be here now if you had quit. You would not be ready for what is happening if you had given in to despair. A lot of people prayed, but they stopped having faith. Many asked, but they didn't wait any longer. Many people hoped, but when answers took too long to come, they closed their hearts. You didn't become completely hard. You had problems and asked questions, but you didn't cut off your connection to me. You have no idea how important that is. You might miss what you prayed for if you don't pay attention to this moment. These words are not meant to scare you. I'm telling you this to wake you up. When answers come, you need to answer them. In order for doors to open, you have to move. When blessings come, you need to be ready for them. Get used to waiting. But don't get so used to it that you miss acceleration. I'm going to tell you why there was a delay and why it can't go on for much longer. But first, I need you to calm down and really take this on board. Your answer is on the way. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water, for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. You thought I forgot. I didn't forget. You thought I wasn't talking because I didn't care. But my lack of speech wasn't an absence. It was a plan. There were fights that you couldn't see. Some of the alignments were hard for you to understand. There were some things that had to be right before your answer could be given out safely. I know how tired you were. I know how many times you said, "I can't wait any longer." I got you. You didn't see how close I was. I was making you stronger in ways you didn't realize. Because sometimes the answer you're looking for needs a stronger you to carry it. Now, though, something has changed. What was put off is now okay to do. Things that were held back are now being let go of. The time that seemed far away is now here. You need to pay attention to this right now. It's not time for shaky faith right now. Don't believe only partly right now. Now is not the time to slip back into old patterns of doubt. If you keep acting like you expect things to take longer than they do, you might hesitate when things start to move. All the things you've been asking for are now here, not just in your mind or in theory. The link you prayed for is coming together. The chance you asked me to find is coming up soon. There is a lot of the peace you begged me to bring back. Do not think that things won't change quickly when I say they will. You didn't realize it, but you spent months or even years getting ready. And getting ready always comes before a sudden move. What seems sudden to you was planned for a long time. You were picked to get this because you went through things that other people couldn't. When you wanted to go fast, you learned to be patient. When you wanted to be in charge, you learned how to give up. You learned to look for me when things didn't make sense. That toughness put you in a good spot. I'll say it again, your answer is on the way. Listen to how hurried I sound. Listen to how firm I sound. Do not take this as a gentle suggestion. There is a declaration here. Don't waste your one chance by continuing to put things off. Don't hold on to the identity of someone who is always waiting. Put yourself in the shoes of someone who is receiving. It's no longer time to wait. The quiet season is coming to an end. Time for the dry season to change. It's always better to let God handle your plans than to stick to your own. I am going to explain why I let the delay happen and why it can't go on any longer in a moment. But for now, let this become like a seal in your mind. You have not lost your answer. No one has forgotten about it. That's not going to happen. It's coming now, my dear child. I'm going to tell you why the delay was so long now. Because your heart deserves to be understood. You've asked me many times, sometimes with tears in your eyes, sometimes with anger, and sometimes with a quiet surrender. Why, Lord, what's taking so long? I heard every question. I looked for every sigh. I knew exactly when your hope started to feel heavy. Now, though, pay close attention, because the delay wasn't empty. It wasn't a mishap. It wasn't careless. If you looked at things from where you were, you couldn't see why you were waiting. You saw doors that were shut, risks I hadn't seen before. You heard nothing. I saw getting ready. You saw nothing. Behind the scenes, I saw things move. You didn't know about the spiritual battles that were going on. As you prayed on earth, there were forces working against the answer. Before your blessing could safely reach you, Some things had to be taken out of the way. Your eyes can't see everything, but mine can see everything. I was working in places you couldn't see. You didn't know that I was stopping attacks that were aimed at you. I was stopping things from happening too quickly that could have hurt you. Since you couldn't see any changes in your situation, you thought nothing was going on. But just because you can't see any movement doesn't mean there isn't any. Alignments were being put together. There were changes in hearts. Timelines were being brought together. It would not have lasted if I had given out the answer before those alignments were finished. Delay can feel like the best way to protect yourself sometimes. You also needed silence to help you grow as a person. Noise can't stretch you like silence can. When you can't hear reassurance all the time, you learn to trust very much. You learn to walk by faith when you can't rely on what you can see. Your roots got stronger in the quiet and are ready to take hold. Your endurance got stronger. Even though it hurt, you learned to be patient. You learned to give up even when it was safer to be in charge. You learned that you could come to me for more than just answers. That growth was important. You would have gotten the blessing, but not the strength if I had answered you right away. You would have felt better, but not stronger. You would have had fun, but you wouldn't have grown up. There was protection against blessing too soon. That's something you need to fully grasp. Bad things can happen when you give a blessing too soon. When a door opens before you're ready, it can be too much to handle. Something you prayed for can be destroyed by a chance that is given to someone else before your character can use it. Yes, I saw what you asked for. I saw what you wanted. I saw how much you wanted it, and I knew it would come. But first I saw what had to change inside you. I saw places where fear was still loudly whispered. I saw places where fear was still strong. I saw patterns that had to be broken before people could trust promotion. The wait wasn't a punishment. It was getting ready. You were emotionally worn out. Having high hopes, but not seeing results made you feel tired. There were times when you told yourself, I can't wait any longer. I saw how tired they were. It didn't escape my notice. I didn't brush it off. I knew it was heavy. I knew how long the silence was. But being tired did not mean you were giving up. It meant you were going beyond what felt good. A lot of the time, growth feels like strain before it feels like strength. You got stronger than you thought. During this delay, you became more discerning. You learned not to jump at every chance that came your way. You became more reliant on quiet obedience and less on applause. Because you were focused on what you didn't have, you didn't see this change clearly. I saw it though. I could see patience growing. I saw a rise in humility. It seemed like you were depending on me less and less, and you were becoming more stable. You asked me why I didn't answer right away. Please hear me now. I didn't say no to you. I was getting you ready. I was getting you ready to handle what you prayed for without getting lost. I was getting you ready to be blessed without getting proud. I was getting you ready to take advantage of opportunities without letting fear hold you back. Certain things had to be taken away from your life before the answer could come. A few idols, habits, and ways of thinking. Those old habits would have hurt it if the answer had come too soon. The delay that was taken away in a hurry would have been safe. Please help our channel. Your happiness and your growth in your devotion to God are at the heart of what we do. To help us out, you can make a donation through Super Thanks. You had to see who really stood with you. I needed you to know which voices were good for you and which ones were bad. I needed you to let go of the approval that would have held you back in the future. We couldn't hurry through this process. No one had forgotten about you. You were getting stronger. Behind the scenes, spiritual battles were going on. There were people and things trying to get you to give up. People were telling you lies to make you lose hope. But I quietly made you stronger. I made you strong even when you were weak. The enemy hoped that the weight would make you angry, but it made you stronger instead. The enemy thought that your silence would make you leave, but it made you really look for me. The time of waiting made you into the person you are now. You wouldn't have liked the formation as much if the answer had come before it. You wouldn't have kept it safe. You would not have been a good manager of it. I didn't say no to you. Even though you were emotionally worn out, I was preparing you. It told you how far you could go. You had to give up your pride. You learned that you can't do everything by yourself. You became more dependent on me because of it. And since the planning is done, the delay can't go on any longer. What used to be needed is no longer needed. What used to be protective is now becoming freeing. You made it through the waiting. You put up with the silence. You changed in ways you didn't know. Now, because you worked on yourself in secret, you're ready to receive what would have scared you before. The delay was long because there was a lot of work to do to get ready. But the work of getting ready is done. I didn't say no to you. I was getting you ready. Please pay close attention, my beloved child, because something has changed in the realm of the unseen. This isn't making things up. There is no emotion here. This is a choice. Heaven has decided what to do with you. The period of waiting that used to surround your life is now over. Things that used to be necessary can't go on anymore. I have the right to speak now. There has been a divine shift. You've had to wait through seasons that seemed to last forever. You've been through silence that was heavier than sound. You kept your faith even when your heart and hands were tired. And there comes a time when all the planning is done. There comes a time when waiting is no longer necessary. That time has come. Heaven has looked over your strength. Heaven has seen how faithful you are. Heaven has kept track of how much you grew while you were waiting. The verdict has now been given. It's time. Do you know how important that word is? It's time. There is no longer any waiting time. Not because you wanted it or because you pushed it, but because the process is over and the roots are deep enough. The person has become enough of a person. The humility has been kept. The ability to discern has grown. No longer is there a reason to put off what has already been made. I stepped in to help. There were times when I let things happen gradually. At times, I stood still and watched battles happen that I couldn't see. In any case, I am now the one in charge. I have said that what was put off must now happen. What was held back needs to be let go of now. Right now, justice and timing are working together. When timing isn't fair, it can feel wrong. Justice that doesn't have a time limit can feel slow. But when they line up, movement can't be stopped. What you thought was lost has been written down. Things you thought were missed have been found. You have kept something that you thought was lost. There were times when people didn't understand you. There were times when you were forgotten. You felt like you were being skipped over sometimes, but I saw. And I don't care about what you went through. Law and order don't always happen when you want them to, but they do happen when they should. Now that the time has come, I will not let this delay go on any longer. That should be very clear in your spirit. I will not let this delay go on any longer. Now is the end of the season of holding back. The stretching worked. The refining has done what it was supposed to do. Because you built up endurance, you are now ready to be let go. There were doors that wouldn't open because they weren't lined up properly. Those alignments are almost done. Conversations were planned but not yet held. They are taking place. Other people were making decisions that needed to be changed. They are moving. I stepped in to help. Even though you can't see the whole thing yet, it's already moving. You can no longer feel the stillness. The weight of being stuck is starting to lift. The stress of having to wait is easing up. Heaven has said that the next part of the story must begin. You asked me several times how much longer, and I didn't always give you a word answer. Now, though, I answer with something. Things that were held in preparation are now being set up to happen. Do not think that this shift is random. It was done on purpose. It's been worked out. It is exact. I don't rush through what needs to be done. But I don't hold up things that are ready either. You're all set. The waiting period has turned into its assignment. There has been the growth that was needed. It has been shown that you need to have endurance. The humility that was needed has grown. And now the sky has talked. Let go. There might be a change in the air around you. You might feel a slight lift in your mood. You might find that small confirmations show up out of the blue. Pay attention. There are signs that things are moving. I've stepped in ways you can't see. Voices that were speaking out against you have been shut down. I stopped forces that wanted to keep you from moving forward. I have sped up things that were taking too long. I will not let this delay go on any longer. This is not language that shows emotion. It's the truth. It is a statement. It is God's instruction for your life. The enemy tried to make you wait longer by making you feel down. He hoped that your tiredness would make you give up your faith before the time was up, but you didn't. You stayed, not perfectly but honestly. The decision now favors you because you stayed. Justice and timing are coming together. There are good things that come with obeying. There are chances that come with endurance. Perseverance can lead to big steps forward. You've gone through things that other people would have avoided. You've stayed through things that other people would have run away from. You will now see what happens when you stay. The wait can't go on any longer because it's done its job. You would not get better if you waited even longer. It would be hard on you. And I don't refine for no reason. Heaven has made a choice, my beloved child. The season of never-ending questions is coming to an end. The time of waiting without knowing what to do is coming to an end. Pay close attention to what comes next. It will need you to be ready. It will need you to be ready to move. When I say move, please understand this. You're not stepping into this by accident. You are stepping into it because it was said to be so. I will not let this delay go on any longer. Raise your head. Get your heart ready. I expect things to move. The shift has been heard. And what heaven says can't be kept secret for long. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. If He's your safe place to hide, then you are my hiding place. God, now my dear child, I want you to listen with all your heart, because I'm going to talk about the things you whispered to me when no one else was around. You might think I don't remember your prayers, but I do. I remember every word. I remember the way your voice sounded. I remember how you would stay awake at night and say the same thing over and over again. I remember being angry that nothing seemed to move. Now I can say for sure that everything you asked for has been got. When the stress got too high, you asked me for money to ease the load. That math you looked at didn't make sense. You were worried about how you would keep what you were in charge of going. You could feel the weight of your debts, duties, and duties. You asked me quietly, sometimes because you were embarrassed, and sometimes because you had to give it right away. You were afraid that your faith wasn't strong enough and that your request was being made too often. But I didn't get tired of hearing you ask. I was making provisions in ways that you couldn't see yet. A financial breakthrough is more than just having money appear out of nowhere. It has to do with stability, wisdom, chance, and timing coming together at the right time. There are new doors opening that will let your resources move around. There are thoughts coming together that will lead to growth. Your stress will go away as soon as certain changes happen. For real, I don't ignore what people need. I'm aware of everything that worries you. But please understand that sometimes I delay provision because I want to teach you how to be a good steward. I was teaching you to trust me more than any number. I was teaching you to trust my timing instead of making snap choices. You have learned that lesson, so now you can safely make a breakthrough. You also asked me to help you feel better emotionally. That hurt you carry. The one you don't talk about very often. The one that hurts when certain memories come back. I saw it. The way you tried to move forward, even though your heart hurt, was something I saw. I saw how you smiled in public while you were sad in private. You asked me to take away the pain. You asked me to fix the damage that betrayal did. You asked me to help you feel better about yourself. Sometimes you can't get better right away. It can come on top of each other. You didn't have to run away from your feelings. I let you sit with them. I let you face your pain instead of putting up with it. It wasn't easy, but that process had to be done. You are now closer to being whole than you think. The weight you used to carry around with you all the time is lifting. It's getting easier to deal with memories that used to hurt a lot. The fear of getting hurt again is slowly leaving my body. I'm making you feel better emotionally. I'm restoring your trust in me. I'm bringing back joy that seemed far away. You also prayed about getting along with people. Some of you asked for reconnecting in places where there was more space. Some people asked for forgiveness after a misunderstanding. Someone who would understand your heart, support your growth, and walk with you in alignment was what some people asked for. I could hear those prayers. I saw how lonely you were and tried to ignore it. I saw how disappointed people were when their hopes were not met. I saw the need for friendly company that felt real and safe. Some people are getting better after they have been healed. Things that used to seem impossible to talk about are now possible. Hearts that were hard are becoming softer. I'm losing my pride. More clarity is coming. For some, a divine connection is being set up. Time is important. Alignment is important. Character is important. When it happens at the wrong time, the right connection can hurt both people. That's why I had to wait. But now things are starting to line up. You won't have to push for what's meant to be yours. It will know who you are if you know it. You also asked me to help you understand and find your way. You got sick of not knowing what to do. You were trying to figure out what to do next, what path to take, and what choice would lead to peace instead of chaos. You did not want to skip steps. You wanted to be sure. It will be clear soon. It's not always in loud announcements, but it's always certain. The confusion that was getting in the way of your thinking is going away. The path that was once hard to see is slowly becoming clear. I don't always show the whole road at once, but I tell you enough about the next faithful step. Everything you've been asking for has something to do with getting ready. Now that the work of preparation is done, the movement starts. You cried about these things behind closed doors. In the dark, you said prayers in a whisper. You were not sure if your requests were too big or too small. But I'm telling you now that what you prayed for in secret has been heard. Every tear was used up. Every prayer was heard. Not a single sigh was missed. You asked for peace. Peace is being given out. You wanted things to be stable. Things are becoming stable. You asked for a big step forward. Breakthrough is about to happen. But you need to understand this. The answer doesn't always come in the way you thought it would. You asked for change, but I first helped you grow. You asked for help, but I first gave you strength. You asked for doors to open, but I shut some to direct your attention elsewhere. Now is the time of year when things start to come together. Stress over money won't decide your future. Emotional wounds won't change who you are. Being lonely won't be a permanent state for you. Confusion won't tell you what to do. What you prayed for in secret has been heard. Things are moving in places you can't see yet. There are responses coming together. There are approvals that line up. Some people are starting to talk. There are internal healings that are ending. Don't question this moment. Don't think about whether you deserve it or not. You put up with the wait. You stayed even though it was quiet. You honestly but imperfectly trusted them. Now you can get everything you've been asking for. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not forgotten. You are not turned down. You were heard, and the answer is coming together. Now, my dear child, I will tell you why you were picked to have this moment. Because you've doubted your worth more often than you believe. You've looked at other people and wondered why your path seemed harder, why you felt like you had to wait longer, and why the silence seemed heavier. You didn't understand, though, that your tests were meant to qualify you. Your patience was proof. Your loyalty was practice for being chosen. You were picked because you stayed true during the test. Not completely faithful, not always easy, not always without questions, but faithful. You didn't completely run away when life pushed against you, when prayers didn't seem to be answered, and when doors stayed shut longer than you thought they would. You got rough. You had doubts. You got worn out. You did not cut off your connection with me, though. There were times when you wanted to give up. At times, you felt like giving up everything. What was going on made you ask, what is the point of continuing? Still, something inside you wouldn't let go. And there was faith, which was sometimes weak but still alive. I saw it. Being faithful isn't a big deal. It doesn't always look great. Being faithful can look like coming back even when you're tired. It can look like a short prayer when you don't feel like saying a long one. It can look like choosing not to say mean things even when pain makes you want to. That's how faithful I thought you were. You are loyal when no one is around. It's not often that loyal. A lot of people stay close to me when I need to answer quickly. A lot of people praise loudly when they see blessings. But silence shows what's inside. It's clear from your silence whether your love is based on results or on a relationship. You asked me a question when you felt my silence. Yes, you didn't curse me though. You didn't leave me completely. Even though it was dark, you still reached out for me. That loyalty in the dark is what set you apart. Even though you were down, you kept going. The enemy tried to wear you down. He tried to make the waiting seem like it was stupid. He tried to make you believe that things would always be the same. There were times when feeling down was stronger than having hope. There were times when you thought your faith was silly. But even though you were down, you didn't give up completely. You went less fast, but not still. You cried, but you didn't fall apart for good. You took steps back sometimes, but you never left for good. You don't realize how important that endurance is. Depth comes from endurance. Patience makes you a better person. In a way that comfort never could, endurance makes you stronger spiritually. Though you didn't notice, you were growing spiritually while you thought nothing was going on. You learned to be more selective. You learned more about what you're weak at. In your prayers, you became more honest. Don't act like that anymore. You started looking for truth instead of how things looked. Being mature doesn't mean you no longer feel pain. It means you learned how to deal with pain without letting it tell you who you are. It means you learned to think before you act. It means you learned to let go of control when you weren't sure what would happen. You stopped reacting as much and thought about things more. What is God teaching me here? You asked. You should not just ask, why is this happening to me? Age comes with that change. You were picked to get this because you grew in secret. You got better in places where no one praised you. You got stronger in places no one saw you. Stability comes from that kind of growth. You would not have been ready if I had given you this moment earlier, before the tests shaped you. You could have been happy, but you wouldn't have kept it up. You're not the same anymore. You are now fixed. You are no longer ruled by your feelings as much as you used to be. You didn't give up, that's why you pass. That's very clear. You didn't give up, that's why you pass. It's not about being perfect to be qualified in my kingdom. It's about not giving up. It's not about being sure. It's about coming back after having doubts. That's not what it means to never trip. It's about getting back up. You were good enough because you kept coming back to me, even when you felt bad about yourself. It didn't matter how weak or disappointed you were, you kept coming back. You met the requirements because you picked growth over anger. You could have made your heart tough. You could have found someone to blame. Trusting someone could have cost you a lot. You stopped being tough, though you learned. You got better slowly. You passed because you were still willing to learn. You let the correction happen. You let conviction happen. You let humility shape who you are. It's not often that open. You were picked not because you were the loudest, but because you always did what you said you would do. Not because you were perfect, but because you were true. A lot of people want breakthrough, but not many are willing to go through the work that's needed to get it. A lot of people want to be elevated, but not many are willing to be refined. You agreed with refinement, even though you didn't know what it meant. That refinement is now paying off in the form of fruit. You were picked to get this because your heart can handle it without being proud. Because your spirit can take care of it without being afraid. Because you are mature enough to take care of yourself. You didn't give up. That's why you pass. Now that you know this, go into this moment with confidence that comes from being humble. You were not forgotten. You were getting ready. Because you were loyal, you were qualified. Your loyalty in the dark set you apart. Your determination to keep going even when things looked bad made you stronger. And you're now ready not by chance, but because you've grown. You deserve it because you didn't quit. If you believe for a breakthrough against all odds, share this video and say, I stand victorious in faith. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.